Right now this morning, the FBI has a man in custody who may have been involved in a new plot against the U.S. Capitol. Officers were busy searching his Queens home overnight.
It is one of several investigations into local people, including some who allegedly participated in last week's deadly attack in Washington. CBS News' John Diaz is live in Middle Village, Queens this morning with more. John?
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Mary. We are told that that man lives here in Middle Village, Queens. We are also told by the NYPD that he was on their radar before, and now he is being accused of making threats online about the Capitol. Right now, this morning, he is being held in FBI custody in Lower Manhattan. This morning, a number of people from the tri-state area in trouble with the law in the wake of the deadly riot last week at the U.S. Capitol. The most recent arrest, 40-year-old Edward Floria of Middle Village, Queens. The Joint Terrorism Task Force is holding him on weapons charges after he allegedly wrote online that he is a member of the Proud Boys and wanted to arm people to travel to D.C. This as a flyer is being disseminated online and on the streets of New York City, calling for an armed march on all state capitals January 17th.
And they're openly advocating violence. That in and of itself is a crime.
Security expert and former FBI agent Manny Gomez.
All local, city, and federal law enforcement should be ready and on standby and have a plan and have leaders that will enforce that plan.
Also arrested, Metro North employee Will Pepe, who we are told called out sick to go to the riot. He is expected to be arraigned in federal court today. And 34-year-old Aaron Mostofsky, the son of a Brooklyn Supreme Court judge who is potentially facing 10 years in prison. Photos show him at the Capitol with a police riot shield and bulletproof vest. The FBI sending a strong message to those who are considering similar behavior, saying, quote, the FBI will find you, arrest you, and do our part to ensure you face the full force of the federal criminal justice system.
Regardless of if it was just a trespass in the Capitol or if someone planted a pipe bomb, you will be charged and you will be found.
So far, more than 100,000 digital tips have been sent to the FBI, 160 investigations across the country now open, with 70 arrests and counting.
Just the gamut of cases and criminal conduct we're looking at is really mind-blowing.
Meanwhile, the FBI says they received notice one day before the riot, warning of war at the Capitol to all levels of law enforcement, highlighting an online thread in part, quote, Congress needs to hear glass breaking, doors being kicked in, and blood from their BLM and Pantifa slave soldiers being spilled. The memo said, quote, get violent, stop calling this a march or rally or protest. Go there ready for war. We get our president or we die. And Governor Cuomo and state police are telling us that they have beefed up security at the state capitol in the wake of all this. Meanwhile, Senator Chuck Schumer, we are told that he has called on the FBI to add all those people that were at that last week's riot at the Capitol to be added to a no-fly list. The FBI is saying that they are actively looking into doing that. We're live this morning from Middle Village, Queens. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Okay, John, thanks.